All right, Washington taking on the Houston Texans in Houston. RG3 there, and the Redskins looking to open strong after dropping their final 8 games of 2013. Here, Griffin rolling out, gets hit by DJ Swearinger, who gets to him for the sack. This would be a common theme. The Redskins would have to punt here. Second quarter now. Redskins have it. 3rd and 8. Again, Robert Griffin III under pressure, sacked this time by Brooks Reed for a loss of 12. Hey, guess what? Redskins punted again. 3 Redskins possessions later. Griffin under pressure, hit hard by J.J. Watt. Is this becoming a common theme? Yes, it is. Take another look. J.J. Watt wraps him up and brings him down. The $100 million man, J.J. Watt, fired up there. Griffin was eventually called there for intentional grounding. All right, Houston Texans, their defense was in full display, but their offense a little bit here as well. Firing it down the middle, that would be DeAndre Hopkins cutting back and scoring from 76 yards out to put the Texans up 7-6. The flag there you see was for defensive holding. Obviously that was declined. Then, how about this, a block punt. This is called the old scoop and score. Alfred Blue, who's a backup running back, actually got in there and then had the wherewithal to track it down, pick it up, and jump into the end zone for another Texans touchdown as the Texans led 14-6 at halftime. Meanwhile, Jadeveon Clowney, the #1 overall pick, injured himself during the first half of the game. I'll show you the highlight there. He injured his knee, comes down awkwardly on it, would have to leave right before the first half came to a close, and he would not return. Obviously, very frustrated was Clowney. J.J. Watt, meanwhile, we showed you a first half sack from him. How about here in the second half? Getting in there. A little bit of a miscue offensively to Alfred Morris, but J.J. Watt, Johnny on the spot, picks up the loose ball, and it's Texans with another offensive possession. J.J. Watt again. This time coming around the corner, doing what he does. Gets to RG3 yet again. RG3 was very slow to get up. J.J. Watt obviously fired up. We're going to see more J.J. Watt. This time tracking down the ball carrier. That would be Alfred Morris. Tracking him down and bringing him down. Says, no, don't worry about that. I got it. 17-6, Texans win.
A league worst 9-game slide taking on Jacksonville, and the big news surrounding that man, number 10, the face of the franchise, RG3. Second possession of the game, something he does so well, keeping plays alive, but when he leaves the pocket, Michael, that's where problems arise health-wise.
Yeah, you see him here just trying to do what he does, make plays with his legs while being alert. And man, that ankle, as he planted, he throw, that ankle gave out right there, and that's a dislocated ankle. Watch that left ankle.
LT
right
brought up
there.
a great point earlier today. LT said all his injuries dating back from Baylor has been to the lower extremity.
Yeah, well, you know, and he's built so tight. I got a chance to spend a lot of time with these guys working out this offseason, man. Just built so tight.
So MRI coming your way on Monday to determine the length and severity of that injury. So here comes Kirk Cousins.
I like Cousins.
Finds Darrell Young.
I like
2 plays
I like
later.
the backup named Kirk.
He finished 22 of 33 for 250 and 2 scores. Now, RG3 wasn't the only Washington player who got injured on this day. The free agent acquisition, Deshaun Jackson, just 1 catch for 19 yards, and here he hurts his shoulder.
Oh, man, and that's nothing. It's the same shoulder that was hurting Action Jackson already, and you could just see the weight came all the way down on him. Now, he was open, but this ball had to get there quicker than that, and look at that weight comes down on that shoulder. Yep. That's out for a while, buddy.
No, they got some in the locker room to take care of that.
The Washington offense looked good. The defense was phenomenal. Ryan Kerrigan had 4 of their franchise-tying 10 sacks on this day.
10 sacks.
He made the Pro Bowl off of playing Jacksonville.
What was the offensive line from Jacksonville doing?
Did they even play with 5 up there?
How you let a man say
they had 148 total yards?
10 times
That's what they were doing.
They didn't run an offensive play in Washington territory until the 4th quarter. So Washington wins 41-10, but they have lost.
All right, Henny.
3.
That's a wrap for Henny.
A bus back home.
Eagles trying to go 3-0 for the first time since their last Super Bowl season a decade ago, taking on Washington. And its new starter, Kirk Cousins. And, oh yeah, look who's back in Philly. Deshaun Jackson, right in the thick of the sauce in this one.
Jackson.
In the first quarter, makes the catch. Watch the late hit by 27, Malcolm Jenkins. Jackson reacts, and only an Eagle, Nate Allen, would get flagged on that.
He should have. It's a late hit.
Remember Jackson playing with a bump shoulder. They would later score on that drive, and then the ensuing kickoff prime.
One or two reasons, baby, is a big player boo-boo. One thing about
That bicycle hammer.
Yeah, it's crazy.
My bad.
You got to be able to make someone miss, and he did just that.
Chris Polk, 102 yards, first since Quentin Demps to return a kick for a touchdown for Philly in 08. LaShawn McCoy takes a big shot from David Emerson.
He gave that one.
So they took his helmet away, right? And it's like a game of hide and go seek. I'll take the helmet and you find it.
He's trying to get back in the game. That's a dog right there, man.
Well, they had to check him out. They did, passed all the tests, and we saw him later in the game. Second quarter, Nick Foles to Jordan Matthews, one of the guys they got to replace Jackson.
One of the young guys that I talked about at the beginning of this season. He came in, made some good plays. All season, career highs today, 8 receptions, 59 yards, and 2 TDs.
Eagles up 21-20 at the break. Third quarter, Cousins to Deshaun Jackson. This is when it got really juicy. Breaks a tackle and then...
Who said Cousins can't throw the deep ball?
Welcome home. What's this?
You know how satisfying that is to go back and beat your old team beat for 6?
5 catches, 117 yards, and that score. We're tied at 27.
Because you know everybody didn't want him to go.
Right.
So in Philly, everybody was not booing him.
All right, this is where it's spun madly out of control. First, Nick Foles. How you doing? From Chris Baker. Banged up left shoulder, Mark Sanchez.
What?
Yeah, he's warming up, but Foles is like, I'm good. I'm staying in the game.
Oh, he know better than to come out there. That's how he got his job.
He looked good in the preseason.
Tie game in the fourth. Foles picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Starts to return it, and they notice that Foles on the field, and then we notice there's a big old fight in Philly.
This don't make sense, man.
Well, Chris Baker lit up Foles.
Yeah.
He was in the play.
Yeah. No, you can't do that no more.
And then Jason Peters tried to light up
He has an
Baker.
equipment.
I'm just stopped.
So he could go make the tackle.
Why you questioning these
I'm just
rules,
asking you. So he could go make the tackle, but you can't hit him.
So both
tell
guys,
you,
by the way, get kicked out. And, of course, every turnover is reviewed. It was just an incomplete pass. Breeland didn't even catch it. So all that for naught.
I was wondering what he was hanging up on the ground for.
Well, Foles stayed in the game, and here on 3rd and 8, it's Jeremy Maclin. They call it incomplete, but Chip Kelly says, I think he
Watch
caught
this
it.
grab, man. Watch this grab. You wonder for Jeremy Maclin. I mean, just knee hits that ground right before.
One knee equals 2 feet.
Yep, so the call is overturned after the Kelly
One knee
challenge.
equal 2
And
feet.
then later
My
on,
one knee equal 1 knee.
this catch by Macklin's a little easier. Foles finished 27 of 41 for 325 and 3 scores, and the Eagles up a touchdown.
Made some
He's a
nice
shot.
throws, Nick Foles did.
That's why I wish it equaled 1 knee.
And D-Jax is like, yeah, they've replaced me just fine, thanks. Later on, Cousins looking for Niles Paul. It's Malcolm Jenkins.
Oh,
That's a
Kurt's
great
cousin.
pickup in the offseason. Malcolm Jenkins is a Pro Bowl caliber safety.
Yes.
He can play this game.
Led to an Eagles field goal and a 10-point lead, but here comes Washington. Get your head up, little buckaroo. Cousins
Little buckaroo.
hitting Roy Halou out of the backfield.
Hey, why Jenkins go get it?
Watch this here, man.
Let's go get it. Let's go, Jenkins.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Jenkins can run, man.
Hello hit that button and it
Cousins
hello, that button said goodbye.
threw for 427 and 3 scores. 3 plays later, it's Halou just taking it himself, and Washington is down just 3.
Dude, for 427.
Good game. They fought back and forth in this game. It was an offensive explosion.
3rd and 11, Foles couldn't complete it to Riley Cooper, so Philadelphia had
close.
to punt. Now we'll pick it up. 4th and 10 for Washington at the Eagle 41. Jay Gruden, with 2 timeouts left, decides to go for it.
Why not?
Well, could have kicked it away, maybe used the timeouts.
He was open. He had it.
They already put 37 up on your defense. You think they're going to stop him again?
And so the Eagles do indeed improve to 3-0. Chip Kelly feeling good after the 3-point win. However, Philadelphia is the first team in NFL history to start a season 3-0 in which they trailed by double digits in all 3 games.
FedEx Field for another look at that dominating performance from the Giants. Kirk Cousins coming off a dominating performance. 3 touchdown passes last week in that game against the Eagles. But in trouble here, fellas.
Kiwanuka slaps that arm down. I like the pole arm, slaps the opposite arm down, gets around the edge, gets the sack. On who, Heath?
Yeah,
Columbus.
Yeah, Tyler Columbus.
Our guy.
Hey, extra field time for you this week, buddy.
So here's Eli. He takes over at the Redskins 24. The one TD pass. 18 of his last 19 starts against the Redskins. Here's one right here to Larry Donnell.
Listen, it's pretty. There's nothing fancy to it. When you let the tight end straight off the line, Willie, what are you supposed to do to the tight end?
You got to jam the tight end. You can't give him direct entry up the seam in the red zone.
That's too easy.
First time the Giants have scored in the first
So they
quarter
didn't hear
of
us
the
the
season.
first time.
Right.
Heath.
Listen, come on, Brandon Merriweather. You know you got Bill Belichick in your ear. Jam the tight end. Jam the tight end. No, give him a free release inside. Not good.
Giants up 14-0. How about one more?
And then Breland, the cornerback, he split out wide. Larry.
That's just a good throw and catch right
no,
there.
it really is.
High
It
point.
really is.
By the way, all three of those touchdown passes to Donnell. What a night for him. Logan Paulson stripped by Trumaine McBride, who also recovers the ball. The Giants take over at their own 18.
That was really almost a game-changing play there at that point. Becomes a 6-point swing. They're in field goal range. Instead, the Giants get it and go down and get a field goal here in a minute.
Oh, here's Manning looking deep for Victor Cruz for 29 yards. 1 second left on the clock. That was drawn up nicely.
How does that happen, Willie?
It's bad. It's a bad situation. You have to know what the situation is on the field. You can't give up a big play in that right there. Not
In the
good.
third, Cousins picked off again. Prince Amukamara returns at 28 yards. Giants take over at the 21. Jake Gruden cannot believe it.
Defensive backs for the Giants look like.
Amukamara's gotten better every year, it seems like.
He has.
On the next drive, Cousins out of his own end
Speaking of
zone.
getting better, not here.
Picked off by Quentin Demps, the Redskins' 4th turnover of the game.
Yeah, this is one.
There was no pressure in his face. I mean, he had a clean pocket. It's just a bad throw.
He waited, threw it to the wrong person.
Well, here come the Giants. Donnell not available, so
What a
Daniel
night for the
Fells
tight end.
catches the touchdown.
What a night for the tight end. Wow.
Wide open.
31-14 at this point. Later in the third, Redskins still trailing 31-14. Picked off not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times, this time by Trumaine McBride. My goodness, what
that face
a
right there,
difference a
Danny,
week makes.
says it all. And that's a big injury.
That's not good either.
Yeah, Trent Williams leaves the field. He's
Your
probably the
best
best player.
offensive lineman.
He might be the best player on that team.
Could be.
Then in the fourth quarter, Eli Manning says, nobody's open. I'm going to run it in.
Wow.
1-yard touchdown run. Giants lead
See, you called this one, Drew.
38-14. The final 45-14. The Giants run away with it, taking it to their division foes. Great night for Eli Manning. Passes for 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes, runs for another one. The Giants now back at 500.
The way it all went down in Landover, Maryland at FedEx Field, we've got Robert Griffin III watching tonight's game from the sidelines, listening in on an earpiece, following along, charting plays. Marshawn Lynch did not start the game. He was actually on a bike, had some tightness in his back. We saw him them working on that. But, hey, that's okay because Russell Wilson can run the ball for the Seattle Seahawks.
And he did it every which way you can do it. Did it rolling out the backside. You saw him drop back and play pass. Got some room, took off. All kinds of plays in the first half for Russell Wilson with his legs.
And he knows how to slide and get down or get out of bounds without taking unnecessary hits. He can play a long time if you keep sliding like that. Yeah.
That's 45 yards rushing for him on the opening drive here. And obviously he can throw the ball as well.
Yeah, I found Curse right here. This is the eyes of Russell Wilson, being able to hold the safety, create some space, and deliver the strike.
That first drive looked way too easy. It did.
Second quarter here, Percy Harvin. Man, this guy could not get into the end zone in a way that counted.
He's a video game character. When you give him the ball, he's going to make a play. He's fast. He's electric. I think I'm past the phase of thinking he's going to get hurt every time he touches it, but that guy right there is special right now.
There was a flag on that play, holding, so it comes back. So they go to Harvin again.
Hey, it's a touchdown, Lindsay.
Sure it is. Of course it is, right? Except for that yellow flag notification at the bottom of our screen.
But
Harvin, this one was on Harvin.
It was on Harvin.
So at least he can't get mad at a teammate for that. That was a false start. They had to settle for a field goal.
Here's the backyard football right here. Yeah. And that's what makes it difficult. When Russell Wilson gets outside the pocket, those defenders don't know where to cover their guy.
Have a pretty nice block here by Luke Wilson.
I don't know that he even needed it, Lindsey. We have that much runway to take off as Russell Wilson did there. Look, if the end loses contain against Russell Wilson, you're done. It happened way too much for the Washington Redskins tonight.
Well, we just saw the last time they played against Denver in overtime. They put it in his hands. He did the same type thing.
Sean Jackson talking to Richard Sherman before the game. Would obviously spend a lot of time with him on the field during it. Was pretty quiet for a while until this play. The first time that Kirk Cousins even looked downfield, it seemed, and it's a completion, and it is a touchdown.
Well, it was cover 3. You can see Richard Sherman got his eyes on the inside. Cam Chancellor has the flat. They went right over the top. It was a great ball and even better catch by Deshaun Jackson. But this is what he does, though. He's going to give you plays like this every single quarter.
More on that play on the way. Third quarter here. Redskins with the ball. And he's going to Jackson again. This is Jackson's 2 for 2 at this point.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful bucket throw right there. Not a lot of space to squeeze that ball in. A big-time throw by Kirk Cousins.
2 catches over 100 yards.
Led to a field goal, so Washington down 17-10. Now fourth quarter here, 3rd and 6 for Washington.
I think they were going to Deshaun Jackson right over the middle. That ball got batted down to the line of scrimmage.
Washington has to punt. Seahawks with the ball then. Looking for Harvin.
Say it ain't so.
Go ahead.
Say it ain't so.
Oh, it's coming back. You know it's coming back. Because it involves Harvin and the end zone, and those two apparently don't mix in this.
But well, they got James Carpenter on a personal foul. I didn't understand. I thought he was just finishing his the defensive lineman on the play.
How are you going to finish a guy? That's old school football right there.
I thought you just go down and put your shoulder into him. Don't let him get back up.
You're right about that.
Him and millions of fantasy owners shaking their heads. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1. Wilson escapes the sack. Throws left for Marshawn Lynch. Makes the catch short of the sideline. Short of the first down, though.
Keep your eye on the holder.
Uh-oh.
Nice job.
You can't stop John Ryan. You can hope just to contain him right there.
Cole Sweezy right there, too. Got a nice block on that fake.
You know, he doesn't get a lot of action as Seattle's punter, so it's nice that they
incorporate him into the game a little bit.
Exactly. They let him actually do stuff that matters when he does get in.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch, a factor in the passing game tonight for Russell Wilson on that one.
How about Cousins here to Roy Halou? Breaking the tackle, 22 yards for the first down here.
Still have a chance.
They still do. 2nd and 1 from the 6.
Nice touch.
This was an impressive drive by Cousins.
It sure was. I mean, you'd like to see that kind of fight, always keep you in the game, make Seattle try to finish it out here.
1-score game.
34.
It's a 1-score game for now, I guess I should say.
This is a little more backyard football right there. Tell me how they drew that one up.
Escapability. If that is the attribute, his is at 100 right now.
Your Madden ranking? Your Madden ranking?
Yeah, that's my Madden ranking on escapability.
He will give up so much ground right here in order to make this kind of throw with touch just over the top. Always keeps his eyes down the field. He's always looking to throw it first, run it second.
But you know what I like about it? When he escapes, he's either throwing it out of bounds, so he's going to hit the open guy. He rarely makes a bad decision when he retreats, and that's key.
Look at Russell Wilson's numbers in this one, guys. 18 of 24, 201 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns.
All right, Washington starting Kirk Cousins, but would it be Drew Stanton or Logan Thomas? No, I'll take what's behind door number 3. Carson Palmer for the first time since week 1.
Man, we got Palmer. We coming back and talk about the Cowboy stuff, right?
We'll get to it. Don't worry. But here's Palmer.
I'm just making sure. Okay.
Hitting Michael Floyd, his first touchdown of the year.
Michael Floyd. No,
Palmer looked good in his return.
I was shocked at him looking so good in the return.
Here's Kirk Cousins to Deshaun Jackson. Turn on the afterburners.
Let me tell you something. This is cover 2. You got the cornerback who let him get back to the inside, and the safety was not over top of number 2, which is the second receiver in, and it was over.
That was the F post.
Yeah, it was over.
Hey, look who's back in the game or in the end zone. Larry Fitzgerald for the first time in the last 8 games.
When Carson Palmer comes in the game, Larry Fitzgerald gets back in the game. He finds the master.
Fourth quarter, Ryan Kerrigan out, possible concussion. This will give you a headache if you're Washington. Kirk Cousins picked off by Gerard Powers. Cousins did throw for 354 yards, but he's still trying to get in the win column this year.
Cousins threw for 3 interceptions as well.
Yeah. He did get a couple of touchdowns. This one to Pierre Garçon, and Washington is down just 3. As I said, you know what? I'm going to change that. He threw 3 touchdowns. It's just one of them went to Arizona.
One of them's on the wrong team.
Yeah. Rashad Johnson returning at 28 yards for the pick six. Hey, the Cards are 4-1.
Yeah, I got those cards, man.
Yeah, the Cards good, man.
Great job by Bruce Arians. No matter who the quarterback is, he's finding a way to get it done.
They lost Ryan Matthews, they lost Donald Brown, and yet they come up with a Brandon Oliver.
Right. Yep. Well.
Tennessee taking on the Redskins. It's 6-3 in the second quarter, and that's just a bad throw by Charlie Whitehorse. And that was the story of this game. Who wanted to hold on to the ball? Breland with the pick there. But then Kirk Cousins comes right back and he says, you know what, I don't want to be outdone.
I can beat that.
I can throw it shorter and worse. Kirk Cousins, the league leader in interceptions in the NFL, and that would lead to him being yanked eventually. Charlie Whitehurst would get it together. He finds the right man, Kendall Wright, for the touchdown.
That was an explosive little burst for Kendall to slip through 3 tacklers and squirt into the end zone there.
Tennessee with the lead, and then this is Cousins and Colt McCoy coming in for Kirk Cousins. His first pass, the very first throw for Colt McCoy, and things go well. Pierre Garçon goes the distance.
Could you please keep up with who's playing quarterback?
I mean, that's the problem. I'm struggling because I knew he was coming, but I didn't know he was coming that fast. Charlie Whitehurst, though, hits Hagan for the touchdown, and Titans answer the Redskins, and all of a sudden we've got a barn burner. Colt McCoy again, and Jason McCourty. They call pass interference there.
Rightly so. Reached out and grabbed the arm.
After everybody yaks.
Oh, Deshaun, get away.
22-yard field goal for the game.
A 22-yard.
22-yard field goal. That's your final, and the Redskins sneak out despite the nastiness at quarterback. 19-17.
Monday Night Football, the Washington Redskins, always special when these two storied franchises get together. Romo and the boys looking to get to 7-1. Third quarter, Romo dropping back to pass, sacked by Keenan Robinson for a 12-yard loss, and Romo in a world of pain. Jerry Jones looking on, and this had the Cowboys fans in hushed silence in Dallas.
Yeah, you'll see the knee right to the back, and that is a gruesome shot that he takes there from Robinson. Kind of a delayed blitz, waited for it to open up, and he's one of the more explosive linebackers in the league. He can fly, and you saw the collision there, a violent one that got Tony Romo.
So very quickly, Brandon Weeden, their backup cornerback, would start to get loose. This was a sight that no one was expecting to see tonight. Romo escorted into the locker room. Next Dallas possession. Weeden. Pretty good idea. Let's hand it off to DeMarco Murray. Finds the open space, and Murray's going 51 yards down to the Washington 6.
Well, there's a lot of ways to flip field position. When you can hand it off to your running back with a backup quarterback, it's always a nice option.
That would put DeMarco over 100 yards for an NFL record, 8th straight game. 2 plays later, Weeden throws right Des Bryant, but Bashaud Breeland there to break it up.
You got to get that ball over the top. And here, slant route. Dez should have caught it. If you talk to him, he'll tell you should have caught that ball. But I felt like these were throws and catches that maybe Romo and Dez would have made because of their relationship, especially in the red zone.
Dez is pointing to himself like, I got to catch that. I got to make my backup quarterback look good.
What a night for Bashaud Breeland. Next Washington possession, McCoy throwing right side. Deshaun Jackson, 45 yards down to the 8.
Yeah, McCoy took some shots down the field, and this is the best guy to go to if you want to do that. Deshaun Jackson.
It seems like every time you watch the Redskins this year, he's got at least one of those down the field.
Big Fourth quarter, game still tied at 10. McCoy takes the snap, goes up the middle, and into the end zone. Fearless play by McCoy to put the Skins back in front. Ensuing Dallas possession, the conversation now starting between the owner and the head coach about Tony Romo. Would he come back? Weeden, for the moment, would stay in. Throws right. Short little pass. Murray catch and run for 23 yards down to the Washington 33.
Like a Hollywood script here. Like it's just got all of it. It's got all the ebbs and flows.
Weeden guys look pretty good on some of these throws after the early hiccups.
Nice when your tight end is wide open like that.
Jason Witten, 25 yards into the end zone. We are tied at 17, and then first glimpse of Romo coming out of the locker room. Unbelievable night as that drama would start to unfold. Washington gets it back. McCoy to Jordan Reed. stopped by Orlando Scandrick short of the first down marker. Redskins called a timeout, decide what to do on 4th. And as that's happening, Romo coming out of the locker room. Very next play, 4th and 1.
Great
gutsy play call.
Great play call there by Jay Gruden. Everybody in the stadium thought they were running that football ball. He pulls it out. Nice, wide open fullback in the flat.
First time Darrell Young touched the ball all night.
3 plays later, McCoy dropping back, can't take the sack in that scenario. He certainly does. Jeremy Mincey getting there. Redskins would punt to the Cowboys and pin them back deep at their own 3. And Tony Romo apparently able to talk his way back into the game, comes out. Romo drops back, gets hit.
First play.
How the Skins didn't recover that fumble is a mystery as the Cowboys dodge a bullet.
Safety blitz here by Brandon Merriweather, hit him just flush right on the ball. Knocked it loose.
And Carrigan fell right on the football, somehow couldn't come up with it. 4 plays later, they convert on a 3rd and 8. This is a 3rd and short. Romo called for intentional grounding. The Cowboys would have to punt the ball away, and the game would go to overtime, tied at 17. In the extra session, Skins would get it first. McCoy over the middle. Pierre Garçon, 23 yards.
So much poise from McCoy in this situation. Overtime, the Dallas Cowboys. 3rd-string quarterback, no problem.
5 for 5, I believe it was.
And Nate, look at this one. This is what you were talking about. Jordan Reed, the tight end, missed 4 games with a hamstring earlier in the season.
Tightrope.
Biggest catch of his young career.
The catch of the game. If you look at his body is heading out of bounds. He tips his feet on the sideline, catches it with his hands. A beautiful throw and catch.
A nice touch by Colt McCoy in that to lay it over the linebacker.
McCoy, 3rd and short, throws right. Stopped by J.J. Wilcox for no gain. So Kai Forbach, their field goal kicker, would come out. 40-yard attempt. He'd bang it in, put the Skins in front. Romo, stage was set perfectly for him. 3rd and 3, throws left to Jason Witten. Can't hang on. So it would come down to a 4th and 3 play after a timeout. Romo dances in the pocket. Looked to be some miscommunication before the throw. Throwing right for Des Bryant. And guess who? Bashaud Breeland there to bat it down. Fitting end for the Washington Redskins. Breeland was all over the field tonight, and the Skins spoil the party in Dallas. 20-17 the final. What a moment for Colt McCoy. 25 for 30, 299 yards. The one interception, the mistake that he made as the Dallas Cowboys winning streak is over.
Vikings, Redskins, and this is when you just turn it around. Washington on the way to the game.
It's kind of on the game.
One bus hit another bus. Hey, RG3 back for the first time since dislocating that ankle in week 2. Let's see how he looked. Oh, wow. I mean, does that guy get contorted into more issues than any quarterback? I mean, look at this. Like, how's he not breaking 2 on that play?
This lineman needs to give some of their money back.
Sacked by Anthony Barr there.
They won't do that.
RG3.
Just watch some of these hits, man.
Picked off by Captain Munnerlyn with a minute to go in the first half. Even though Washington was up 10.
That's a bad throw right there, but he made some great throws today.
Here's a good throw by Teddy Bridgewater to Chase Ford. I think it was wide open, but you know, whatever.
That's a solid throw.
That was a great throw.
Those are the tougher completions.
So Vikings down just 10-7. RG3 saying that's on me. Okay, that's good. 3rd quarter, Griffin for Deshaun Jackson. He spins into the end zone. Of course, every scoring play is reviewed.
That route used to hurt, and now it's like a layup.
Yeah, it used to be a painful route.
On to the 4th. Vikings down 5. Teddy Bridgewater, Chase Ford. Now that's pretty right there.
A back shoulder fade right there, man. Teddy Bridgewater has a certain
Houston, I know you wish you had him.
Then with 3.5 minutes to go, Matt Asiata. One of his 3 touchdowns on the day. 2-point conversion's good, so Minnesota's up 3. RG3, you going to do it on 4th and 6?
Nothing.
This is...
the old RG3 could have gotten out and ran for that first down right there if he had felt good about his health and everything with old RG3.
All right, so Tampa Bay taking on Washington. Jay Gruden trying to rally the team around Robert Griffin III, who's just 1-7 in his last 8 starts. And guess what? He would struggle again. Robert Griffin here, scrambling out of the pocket, and then the ball's tipped up in the air and then intercepted by Danny Lansana. Take another look. Ball tipped up, and it's tipped up by Niles Paul right into the defender's arms. That would lead to a Patrick Murray 32-yard field goal, and the Buccaneers led 3-0. That right there is Trent Williams leaving during that possession. Later, how about this? Another tip ball, this time intercepted by Jonathan Banks. 19-yard return for touchdown, and the Buccaneers find themselves up 10-0. Ensuing Washington possession. Here's Griffin. Eluding the rush, scrambling up the middle, then whoa, watch out. Diving over the top to pick up some extra yards, and that would be a first down. Second quarter now. Griffin looking to escape the pocket. Where's he going? Right, left? Nope. He's going to get crushed by Gerald McCoy for a loss of 10 yards. Griffin frustrated, obviously. Buccaneers still lead 10-0. Second quarter now. Buccaneers with it. Josh McCown finding his new favorite target, Mike Evans. And the rookie had a huge day today. A 51-yard completion there. That also would lead to a Murray field goal, and the Buccaneers led 13-0. Then, how about this? This would be Griffin to Roy Halou, and he's going to dash into the end zone from 30 yards out, and the Redskins trail by just 6, 13-7. Griffin finished with 207 yards, 1 touchdown, those 2 interceptions you saw earlier. Third quarter now. Washington again. Griffin sacked here by Michael Johnson for a loss of 6, and the Buccaneers recorded 6 sacks on the day. Third quarter. Buccaneers with it. Josh McCown. I said he liked Mike Evans, right? Here you go. 36-yard touchdown, and the Buccaneers led 20-7. Next, Bucs possession. This right here on third down. 3rd and 13. Josh McCown fires. Guess who? Mike Evans, a 34-yard completion. If you can't tell, he's starting to pile up some yards, folks. We'll get to that in just a moment. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter now. McCown finds, guess who? Mike Evans again. Another touchdown, this one of the 56-yard variety. Evans finished with 7 catches, 207 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Buccaneers win 27-7.
Washington at San Francisco. How are these guys getting along these days?
Yeah. Let's see.
Both of them sold each other out.
Second play of the game, Aldon Smith with his first sack of the year.
You do know he's coming, right, RG3? You know when you have the ball in your hand, people want you.
Sometimes in the NFL, you just got to get rid of the ball, baby.
Niners offense has not been good lately, but here Colin Kaepernick finds Anquan Bolden. He had his first 100-yard day of the season.
Florida State.
Boy, this dude right here, man. This dude here is just absolutely incredible, and we will show you in a minute.
RG3 meeting Ray McDonald. He was sacked 5 times on this day.
Keep it going, buddy.
Peeling himself off the turf all afternoon.
Both of them peeling themselves off something.
He was 11 of 19 for a $106. 106 yards passing. Here's 24 of them to Pierre Garçon.
That's another 88 right there, 88 clubber, baby. I know it ain't going right for you, but you in the club.
Finally went right for Alfred Morris, who had his first 100-yard game in his last 18 chances.
You know, that's a lot of games, man.
Yeah. 17 without 100 yards for him. He's too good.
Especially with the way he started.
All right, 4th and 2, waning seconds of the first half. Niners go for it. Kaepernick to Michael Crabtree.
Pay that man.
That's good work. Watch the tippy toes. Led to a Phil Dawson field goal and a Niners 3-point halftime lead. On to the second half. Washington trying to move. Griffin can't get out the way.
Get rid of it. It's got to go.
Eric Reed and Aaron Lynch make an RG3 Subway sandwich. However, Lynch flagged for helmet-to-helmet contact.
Where else you gonna hit it? Well, you go low, they go call it.
The ball. He got to eat that, boy.
It would lead to a Washington field goal and a 10-10 game. On to the 4th inconvenient truth, and the truth is somebody's fumbled in consecutive games. That's Frank Gore.
That's not usual from the guy from the U. Y'all know that, man. Stop playing around. That's not what he does. Frank does football.
Led to a Washington field goal, and they're up 3. But here come the Niners. Watch this play. Kaepernick to Bolden, who
That's what I'm talking about.
Pounded by Ryan Clark.
When the receiver that gets hit keeps going and you get 15 yards for unnecessary roughness, but you still on the ground,
That tells you
what
how.
does that tell you about the
Boy, that
receiver?
boy is a beast, man. Just flat out all man.
Florida
Right
State.
here. And that ain't the first time he's taken hits like that and done this. He is a physical beast. That boy, that's bad, man.
Yeah, that was
Love
pretty
the
cool.
sportsman.
That
That's
was cool.
classy. That's classy.
3 plays later, it's not Gore, it's the rookie Carlos Hyde giving the Niners the lead.
You know, just go run over me and keep going like this. Like I don't the lights.
So does RG3 have it in him with under a minute to go? The answer is no, not so much. Justin Smith knocks it away. Ahmad Brooks, who decided to play the entire game, picks it up, and the Niners improve to 7-4.
Peel the man off the carpet.
Top 2 picks in the 2012 draft, meeting for the first time in the regular season, and only one needed a post-game shower after this one. RG3, thanks, I'll set this one out. Third quarter, his replacement, Colt McCoy. Watch this play.
And this was an excellent play by Colt McCoy right here. I didn't know he had that in him.
To Logan Paulson for the score. By the way, Jay Gruden said Colt McCoy is my starter next week.
Of course he did.
Oh, he is.
Andrew Luck, no question, he will be the starter for the next dozen years or so. There he hits Dante Moncrief, 48 yards in the score. Colts up 28-17. RG3 could have helped out Washington on defense, maybe. Here on offense, 4th and inches, nobody blocks Eric Walden. DeQuell Jackson with the scoop.
You got 4th and inches and ain't nobody want to block nobody.
And the score, Indy back up 18.
Man, Colt McCoy, that was oof. You can't let the quarterback get hit like that.
Andrew Luck, 10 300-yard passing days in the season. That is a Colts record. Here, Kobe Fleener, and tackling optional during this highlight, apparently. Fleener, 4 grabs, $124, and 2 scores.
If somebody says anything about this defense of the Washington Redskins, just anything, anything.
They have diplomatic immunity, I'm telling you.
Well played. Deshaun Jackson, deep trouble, in and out of this game all day.
How does he keep the job, man?
Then Luck to Moncrief again. Indy had 6 touchdowns of at least 30 yards. First team to do that since Washington in 66. They scored their most points in a decade. Yeah, we can't show that one on TV. That was too hot for TV. Rams in Washington, where St. Louis coach Jeff Fisher sent out the half dozen players they received in the RG3 deal for the coin toss.
That is so funny.
Oh.
Now wait, isn't he on the competition committee? The ones that tell people to stop showboating and all of that stuff?
Right.
That's showboating.
But
nobody said
but it's
something
funny,
about it.
though.
Oh yeah, right. See, I'm just saying it is
Colt
funny.
McCoy picked up,
But don't
by the
be
way.
funny sometimes when you doing it, but everybody else doing it is showboating.
One Hill to Jared Cook, he scores, second time of the day.
If they were successful, he wouldn't have done it.
So, Greg Zuerlein missed a PAT earlier, a couple field goals as well. So instead of kicking it, Johnny Hecker's like the best throwing punter ever. He throws the PAT conversion to Corey Harkey. That's a 2-point conversion. Jeff Fisher just rubbing it in. And then Tavon Austin, somebody get the ball in his hands more than like 6 times a game, please.
They've been trying.
Please. Boy, he's pretty darn good, man. 24-zip at that point. And I think the faithful might want RG3, right? What do you think?
Did somebody say something about this?
Yeah.
Now, I thought Colt McCoy was supposed to run this offense much better.
He did. He ran it right into the ground. He got sacked a half dozen times and strained his neck. So you know what? Dust him off. Here he comes.
Say, man, I really didn't want to come in here. I don't know why y'all chanting my name. This thing is over.
Hey, good for the Rams, though. They pitched back-to-back shutouts for the first time since 1945 when they were in Cleveland the year before they moved to L.A.
Who's starting next week for the Washington Redskins?
Colt McCoy.
TBD, to be determined, my friend. Washington's lost 5 straight.
6.
Taking on New York. Colt McCoy got cleared to play on Friday, has that strained neck. He didn't play very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, just watch. The backup always comes in and play better than the starter.
And by the way, Gruden didn't activate a third quarterback, even though one of them was injured going into this thing. So guess what? What about Bob? Here comes Jay Saber.
Oh, Bob.
Pay attention to what I'm saying to you.
Last play of the first half, RG3 hopping in for his first rushing touchdown since the knee surgery.
Come on, Dean. Come on, Dean. Let this go, man. You know what RG3
remember,
has been
every
through.
score is reviewed, so they look at it.
Let
Dean
this
playing
go,
Dino.
Let it go, Dean. The man's
The
been
vice
through
president
enough.
of officiating tweeted out that, you know what? Did a good job. He lost control of the ball, didn't get it again. And so no touchdown. But watch Santana Moss, who gets in the ref's face. What'd you say about the U part 2? He said, you out of here. He gone. See ya.
Fourth quarter. Put that on the U part 2.
RG3 scrambling for 1 yard and a little banged up, too. You okay? I'll tell you who's okay. Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, he's okay. ODB.
Is he the best of this receiving class?
ODB. Man, this is a great receiving class now.
Is he the best one?
Boy, that's a hard call, Chris. There's a lot of good ones out there now. He makes some exceptional great.
He is going to end up being the better.
That's a lot of them. That's a lot right now, though. I can't say he's the best.
Not going to say he's the best. He is 28 yards shy of 1,000 for the season, by the way, and he missed 4 games. I'm just going to say.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Yeah, I would say so. He had a hat trick.
Well, the day started with what appeared to be a mismatch.
Yeah.
The Redskins had been reeling. Philadelphia came in desperate to keep the heat on the Cowboys in the NFC East. Second half kickoff, the Redskins trailing by 4 and cough it up.
Got to
Andre
take care of the
Roberts.
football. Ball security, Heat.
Ball security.
Malcolm Jenkins got his head in there and knocked the football free. Philadelphia recovers, and they were in business, already up by 4. But 4 plays later, it's 4th down. Bring out the kicker, Cody Parkey.
No,
that's his only job.
He had only missed 2 kicks all year. This miss was from 34 yards. Just kind of put a bookmark in that one mentally there. We'll come back to it. Ensuing Redskins drive, they take a shot with Andre Roberts, but incomplete. Roughing the passer, however, on Brandon Graham. What do we think of this one, guys?
A lot of these ticky-tacky calls. I'm the offensive guy, so I'm all for easy first downs.
How's that ticky-tacky when he hit him in the face?
I'm just saying. Did he hurt him? No. He's a quarterback,
Did he hurt him?
Drive continued. Daryl Young punched it in to put the Redskins up 17-14. Later in the third, Eagles and Sean McCoy stuffed. Bring out the kicker again. I said Cody Parkey had only missed 2 all year.
Right. He missed 2 tonight.
2 in this game.
Did he go to Syracuse, Scott?
No, he did not. You know where he went.
Yeah, he went to Auburn. Come on, Cody, get it together.
2 plays later, Griffin taking a deep shot. This was open all game to Sean Jackson.
RG3,
Bradley
D-Jack connection.
55 yards there. They would punch it in on another short touchdown run. The Redskins' lead was extended to 24-14. Now they take another deep shot again, but safety help comes over this time, Nate Allen.
Nice play by Nate Allen coming across. And he should be favoring Deshaun Jackson since they hit him early on the big play. Smart play by Nate Allen. Good play.
Just a 3-point game here, so 8 plays later, Eagles down around the goal line. Mark Sanchez trying to play the hero. Zach Ertz had a huge game today, but couldn't come up with that one.
That's a tight throw. You're trying to squeeze it in between 3 Washington Redskins. That's a tough throw.
Eagles would tie it up. Parkey did make a field goal, a 22-yarder. We were tied at 24.
No.
Eagles get it back again and turn it back over late in the fourth quarter. Bashad Breeland on the pick. Break it down for us, fellas.
Ooh, well, doggone. Hey, you don't want Mark Sanchez over 30 throws. He ended up at 50. You knew something bad was about to happen. It's low. It's behind. You give Breeland an opportunity. Outstanding play by the DB, but Mark, buddy, sorry. You played great until that point. That's all your fault.
RG3 back in the starting lineup. Chance to be the hero. Pierre Garçon with a short catch and a long run afterwards.
Talking about a simple catch, a wiggle on the inside, hit the sideline, get upfield.
I bet you like that play on Vinny Curry, too. That little cheap 10 yards, don't you?
Passer called on that, so 15 more yards. They're in easy Kai Forbat field goal range, 26 yards, middle of the field. Yeah, you betcha.
Right down the low.
Washington upsets Philadelphia 27-24. Robert Griffin III with 220 yards passing on the day. A big hug for the game-winning kicker. And the score looks like that, but the subtext here is Philadelphia. They were 9-3 at one point in the season. They are now 9-6, and now Dallas controls everything in the NFC East. The Eagles need the Dallas Cowboys to lose out, and then Philadelphia has to win in Week 17.
That means for the Niners in a bit, but let's check in on the Cowboys in Washington and DeMarco Murray. Big day for him and big day for Dez. Oh, Michael, you must have been so proud.
I was so proud when I saw my son do this. And I said, God, how could my son have that kind of ability and I don't?
He tied T.O. for the most TD catches in a Cowboys single season with 15.
Love
you, T.O.
Next Dallas possession, it's DeMarco Murray busting it off for a 32-yard gain. He finishes the year with 1,845 yards.
Ryan Clark, I just want to know what happened on that play.
What you talking about?
You didn't see it.
Man, we've been in this show for 40 minutes, and we're just showing Cowboys highlights.
Well, we got an Emmett tweet in there, too. Isn't that good?
Man, we've been in this show for 40 minutes, and we're just showing Cowboys
Settle
highlights.
down. How about Romo to Dez? Initially ruled incomplete on the field, but Jason Garrett's like, let's take a look at this one.
Okay.
Mike?
That's the way to shut me up. You just keep showing stuff like that right there.
Congratulations.
Boy, if that worked, I'd show 90 minutes of this highlight. All right, so it's his 16th touchdown of the year. And how about a tweet from T.O.? Watch T.O.'s tweet. Form one beast to another.
Right, man.
Congrats to
You
Murray.
ain't right, man. You know what, Chris?
What is that form?
Right, man.
We legally can't change it.
You know how the phone trip.
That is wrong.
Chris,
it's not my fault. I did not do that. We got an onside kick recovered by the Cowboys.
Man, y'all know this spell check.
And then DeMarco had another 100-yard effort.
You
ain't right, man.
Chris, that's messed up.
Why are you calling me out? I'm not the one who decided to put that in there. Please. I screw up a lot of stuff on this show. That was not me. Then it's RG3 on 4th down, and it's Bruce Carter with the pick. Cowboys finished 8-0 on the road. 4 of the previous 5 teams that did that made the Super Bowl. There you go.
That's why you got to read them tweets over 4 or 5 times before you send them.
He should have hit spell check. You're right.